Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 3 of the June daily draws. So as we start a new week, let's see what kind of message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tower at the End of the Rainbow, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch, Litha Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. So we have the Lovers. And this fits back to what we were saying about what we're connecting with, what we're moving towards, what we're going to devote our time to. This to me is about devotion, commitment. This is about choosing what we connect, who and what we connect with, choosing our path, making the big choices and decisions, getting the guidance from the universe. And they have the angel in the cloud. It's funny because we had the cloud, didn't we? Isn't that funny? We had that cloud scrying not too long ago. Was that in this deck or the previous deck? It was in this deck, wasn't it? It was the other day, the cloud scrying, where we see the images in the clouds. And I'm saying that sometimes it takes a bit of time for us to see, when you first look, you don't necessarily see it straight away, but the more you lay and look at it, it takes shape. And the level, that thing of commitment, to putting yourself in the place and giving yourself the time, giving yourself, committing yourself to that process, realizing that it doesn't always happen in an instant, that it sometimes takes time to take shape. It's that willingness to be in that place and wait for it to take shape so you can get the guidance and everything that you need. That takes commitment. That takes a choice to do that. That's a conscious decision that you're going to do that, if that's what it takes to get the guidance and the input that you need in order to move forward. So, like a couple choosing to be together and to connect with one another, it's a choice. It should be a voluntary choice that this is what we're choosing. But this is not just a simple choice of like what to have for dinner. This is a more life impacting choice. This is more a commitment that's more long standing. So that's why it needs to be considered, not a rashly made choice. That it's important to take the time and not to rush into it headlong, recklessly, making sure we understand the implications of the commitment and the choice that we make, and that we're prepared for what follows from that commitment. The challenges, the responsibilities in that choice that comes from that commitment. And yes, there will be benefits, there'll be joys, there'll be wonderful things along the way as rewards for that commitment. But we still need to understand what our responsibility is going to be, what the challenges may be. And if we're prepared for that and we're willing to take that on, then that's fine. That's an informed choice. But we need to make sure that the choices we make are based on, it's an informed choice. We're not just rashly jumping into something that later on we may regret. that if we'd have looked into it more, if we'd have known, if we'd come across something further on the line and realized that if I'd have looked into this more and realized, I wouldn't have committed to this. So this is about choice, commitment, devotion, what we're prepared to commit and devote ourselves to. And also in relationships, what's the other person prepared to commit to and devote themselves to? But as far as we're concerned, it's about our choices and our commitments to a person, to a situation, to a job, to a responsibility, to ourselves, and to our life path that we choose. So let's think about that and what we're prepared and what we're desiring to commit to. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. I don't think we'll get the cloud scrying, but wouldn't it be funny if we did? The summer solstice. Well, we're coming up to the summer solstice, which is Litha, which is why we're using the Litha oracle, where the sun is at its peak. They're approaching the peak there of that sun energy, and after that point, that's the where the light and the dark has equal measure, the sun and the day and the night of equal length, and then the days gradually begin to get shorter, and everything after that. Like the sun, spread your ray of light and ignite the light in others. And it's where we choose to do that that's part of this commitment and devotion. And getting that balanced commitment right at that point where everything's in equal balance, which is important in the relationships and the things that we do. So we're coming up to that point where we have that optimized sun energy, which is ideal for us to seize the opportunities that we're entering into. But let's be prepared to make the right choices and devote ourselves to those and understand the commitment we're undertaking. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 4. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.